Hi guys, it's nice to see you again here. Today our listening task is completely different from what we have done before so far. This will be a picture description. So our pre-listening task is to describe the picture, to give our predictions, just a second, to give our predictions about the photo. So this is a photo that was provided by one photographer, and we have so many questions to ask to find out about the picture. The picture, the first thing that catches our attention is that there is a big contrast in this picture, like between the foreground and the background. In the foreground, we can see a man wearing a very ancient costume. He is as if he is from ancient times. But if we pay attention to the street stall, it's full of modern drinks, modern food like hamburgers, pizza, hot dogs. We see here the advertisement of what they are selling, corn ice cream. We know that people didn't eat and drink this kind of things in ancient times. So we can also see on the left bottom, we can see the suitcases, also modern kind of suitcases. So there are lots of things to talk, to discuss. I would like you, this will be our pre-listening task, to think about it, to find out what to expect from the recording. So we have to give our ideas of what is going to be heard, let's say, from the recording. But also, I would like you to do one pre-listening task on vocabulary. So apart from what we expect to hear about the recording, about this picture, we should also predict the vocabulary we expect to hear from the recording. So I would like you to write, you see here, look at the photo and write down at least 8 or 10 words. I would expect you to write 10 words of what you expect from the photographer to explain the photo. So if you write 10 lexical words, so when I say lexical words, I mean verbs, nouns, adjectives. You can write whatever you want, even phrase maybe. So you will write down 10 words, but before you do that, I would like to provide you with my 10 words so that it maybe will be helpful for you to see how to work with this. For example, this is my list of words, but I wrote more than 10 words, like Roman ruins. I wrote, I think maybe the recording will include this vocabulary: sword, holiday, coke, belong to, handsome. In the bottom left-hand corner, it's about suitcases, ancient, gladiator, suitcases, hot dogs, actors, sandals. So you can just predict the words you expect to hear in the recording. So this is your task number 2. After you give your ideas about the picture, you also give your 10 words you expect to hear. The next step will be, just a second, you're gonna find one picture of from your camera. Maybe you have taken it somewhere and you have lots of memories about this picture. Actually, I would like you to take a picture with also a great contrast, like maybe old and new, maybe just whatever you can find. But try to have contrast that catches your attention so that we can compare, we can discuss, debate. So for that, I would suggest you, if you don't have your own picture. You may say, I don't have such a photo, or maybe you are not interested in taking a lot of photos, so you don't have it in your camera. You can visit Flickr.com. In Flickr.com, there are lots of pictures, photos that can help you to make your choice. So if you take this skeleton, like I took this photo, you show the time, I was, we were, what I like about this, when, and things like that. These kind of expressions can be helpful for you. So your task is just imagine that you are the photographer. Of course, if you took this, you are the real photographer. But if you just take it from the internet, you just imagine that you are a photographer, and you write the monologue using this skeleton. So you will just describe, simply say, you will just describe this photo. But it's not only you. You will show your picture to the class. I'll tell you how we will work with it. To the class, and students will ask you questions. Maybe you don't want to describe, just you will give this picture to the students to describe, and they can ask you questions like, or giving their opinion, their ideas about where it was taken, what kind of contrast they see in the photo, and things like that. And how we'll work with it, it's like in a day, so it's not tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. I give you 2 days to work with it. For these 2 days, you will write 10 words. You will give your ideas about the photo and about what to expect from the recording. And you will find one picture to show us, the picture that you have taken yourself, or the picture you found from the internet and it attracted you. So what we'll do, but I'm not going to provide you right now with the recording, because now our task is only to do the pre-listening tasks. So you will work on it. In a day, the day after tomorrow, we'll meet on a Skype. So I'll provide you with my Skype address. So I'll do it through your monitors, Khadija and Medina. So you will join this Skype class, and we'll do our discussions. So please be prepared when you join my class. I'll tell you the time, the day. Actually, it will be in 2 days, but I'll also tell the girls about the time. And when you join the class, I would like you to be well prepared with your pictures, with your lexical words, and things like that. And as you see here above, there are some sentences. We'll work with this task after listening, I'm sorry, but that will happen after our discussions on Skype. Okay, this is the, let's say, listening section 2. But right now I have explained you how we will work with the first section, like pre-listening section. I hope everything is clear, guys, so you don't have any difficulties in preparing your first part of your listening. So I'll give you my Skype address, and we'll start our discussions. And also this will include not only discussions of this picture. As you know, we have studied a few other listening materials, but there were some discussion parts at the end of each lesson. For instance, in your dreams, if you pay attention to your exercise 9, there are lots of questions about dream phrase. I will touch those questions. Then you had some, I think, clueless we discussed with you, and there are some other questions that we'll discuss with you. It's all the material that you have completed until today. Please also go over your questions so that you are ready to discuss it, to debate it with us. You also had coffee, some interesting topic about coffee. If you remember, I told you just before the closure of university, I told you we'll have debates about, like, I'll divide you into two parts, like those who, into two groups, those who are coffee lovers and those who are non-coffee lovers. So if you also do prepare for that, I would be so happy, and it means our discussion, online discussion, will be very fruitful and very interesting and dynamic. Okay? Please get ready and see you in 2 days. Bye.